It started out as just a dream, held by a small group of people. Together, they had the goal of making some laugh and others cry. After a harrowing 3 hours, they established an outline, got reporters, 2 anchors, and pieced together a show. This is their story.
Adam Gomes, Natalie Hicks. From UTTV, this is Campus Weekly.
I'm Adam Gomes.
And I'm Natalie Hicks, and you're watching Campus Weekly.
Natalie, there's something I've been meaning to tell you for quite some time now. I'm crushing on you. And so are 3 other people on Twitter at @UTampaCrushes.
Aw, that's so flattering and slightly creepy.
Check out UTampaCrushes on Twitter to see if anyone likes you at UT. And be sure to follow ours as well at UTampaTV.
I hope that you've all enjoyed your spring break, but did you remember to secure your housing for next year?
Anybody got time for that, but here's the news. A New York man serving time in jail for second-degree murder charge was recently cleared when the witness came forward 20 years after the incident. He spent 1 day out of prison before dying from a heart attack. I guess the surprise of freedom was just too much for him. The Northeast was not nearly as lucky as we were in Tampa, getting snow on the first day of spring, as, according to Punxsutawney Phil, the groundhog, hit them hard. Investigations are underway to see if he was bribed. Pennsylvania police found a stockpile of peanuts in his hole in a tree. He will be kept under close supervision until this snow clears up. If you're ever in Kentucky, you had better watch what you say. A local teen shouted "bingo" in a crowded bingo hall, and when the claim was discovered false, the hall broke out in hollering and cussing. When the teen refused to apologize, he was then arrested and taken to court, where he was charged with 90 days in jail and a $250 fine. The judge took mercy on this dangerous criminal, though, instead of banning him from the bingo hall and forbidding him from uttering the word bingo for 6 months.
Bingo!
Oh, sorry, you're banned from here.
Oh well. Speaking of games, here's Steven and Nolan with their full review of Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Again?
Yes, again.
What's up, UT? I'm Nolan Tashin. Now, earlier this year, you may remember that I played through the demo of Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance with Steven. Well, over spring break, I decided to play through the full game. Here's my review.
Nope, don't mind me. Just a regular cardboard box. Okay, just kidding. Metal Gear Rising is a hack-and-slash action game set in the Metal Gear Solid universe. And instead of playing as the iconic Solid Snake, you play as Raiden, who is equipped with a shiny new cyborg body and a high-frequency blade that can cut through anything. Now, story-wise, to understand most of the game, you kind of have to play Metal Gear Solid 2 and 4, both of which I've played numerous times. Alright, so I admit I'm a total Metal Gear fanboy, but I still think anybody can enjoy playing this game. The gameplay is fast-paced with a lot of action around every corner, and it does a great job providing new challenges for the player to master. One of the big things that you have to learn right off the bat is how to parry enemy attacks. You cannot survive the later parts of this game without it. The boss fights for sure have to be the most exciting parts of the game, and depending on what difficulty you choose, they can be either really fun or really, really frustrating. But if that's not your kind of thing, don't worry, because just like any other Metal Gear game, you can decide not to take it seriously at all and then run around in a mariachi outfit. Personally, one of my favorite things to do in the game, just to screw around, is cut off a guy's arms, stand there and let him kick me, and then just reenact that one scene from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. The only things that take away from the experience for me are the unreliable camera angles and the laughably bad writing at some points. But it easily makes up for it with the solid gameplay, various customization options, and the fact that you can go through and play the levels completely differently than the last time you ran through them. And when you get good enough to run through the game on the harder difficulties, it rewards you by making you feel like a total badass when you take down the bosses with barely a scratch on you. Yabba dabba do, mother. Overall, fanboy aside, I give this game a 9 out of 10, and I'm also going to make it my pick of 2013, assuming everything else later in the year is going to suck, which it probably won't, so don't hurt me. Yeah, so back to you, Adam and Natalie.
Yes.
Thanks, Nolan. It looks like my kind of game.
I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty hot topic on campus.
Speaking of hot topics, here's Anthony with our celebrity news update.
Lindsay Lohan's 6th mugshot was released last week. Shortly after, she was booked at the Santa Monica, California's police headquarters, wearing little to no makeup, her hair pulled back in a ponytail, and an unfashionable track jacket. Yet she still looks stunning. The 26-year-old denies the charges of lying to a police officer and reckless driving. Lohan has agreed to 90 days of jail time. As we all know, Kim Kardashian's due date is getting closer and the rumors are getting bigger. Kanye wants to name his baby North. He says it has a nice flow to it and is on the top list of baby names. Northwest? Yeah, sounds like a great baby name. Mom-to-be Kim also plans to have a black and white nursery for the baby. Sounds awesome, doesn't it? This concludes our celebrity news update for the week. I'm Anthony Pettinon. Back to you guys.
I know sometimes I could use a little help with my workout. And Nicole has just the thing to help you out. Take it away, Nicole.
Hello everyone, I'm Nicole Krantz for UTTV's Healthy You. I hope you all enjoyed your spring break and had a chance to relax and get away from the cat food for a while. But if you didn't, no worries. Summer break is a little over a month away. I don't know about you, but I find it very difficult to stay healthy as a college student. You're forced to live a lifestyle of busyness, stress, and the cafeteria's food for 4 years. It's a real struggle to take care of yourself in an environment that demands so much of you. However, I have learned that the key to sticking to your health is making it a priority, not something on your to-do list. You can start with little changes that actually make a big difference. Do you want to go to the gym but you don't have any time to do it? Or are you just new to exercising? Try doing around 10 minutes of an activity of your choice 3 times each week, and then try adding on 5 more minutes in another set. You'll be an exercise pro in no time. Secondly, you have to get your sleep. While you may be able to finish that project by staying up all night, you'll only save your grade by placing your body at risk. Make sure that you get enough sleep. If you're a night person, take naps during the day so you're focused at night. I'm going to tell you a well-kept secret. Not many people know this, but you can eat anything you want. The problem is, how often do you eat and how much? Starving yourself to shed those pounds is not going to help you, but maintaining healthy eating habits will. And lastly, quality over quantity. It's not about how quickly you can achieve your goals, but the fact that you make it there eventually. Be patient with yourself. If you are determined and stick to a healthy lifestyle, you'll reach your goal before you even know it, and that's a fact. Do you want to create a plan of your own? Take advantage of your resources. The McNiff Fitness Center is right here on campus with staff that can help you with your plan. And don't forget about the Health Center. They can help you put together a healthy diet. And last but not least, you have the students here. I struggle with busyness and health just like you. Talking with friends or other students is a great way to make sure that you're staying healthy. You can always contact me anytime with any questions or concerns you may have. Having someone you can talk to makes the whole big difference of making sure you stick to your health. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys next time for UTTV's Healthy You.
From the pool to pitcher's mounds, sports are an integral part of our society. Here's Dom and Greg with our sports talk of the week.
Welcome to Sports Talk. I'm Greg Praver, here with Dominic Falco. Dom, how are you doing today?
I'm feeling great. It's such a great time for sports, and I can't wait to get back to my room after this and watch some more.
All right, let's get to it then. The NCAA men's basketball tournament is underway. There are always upsets in this tournament and always a team that goes far that nobody thinks about. What team do you think could make a run and shock many people?
A team I think will shock some people is a team that was literally made to be shockers, and that is the Shockers of Wichita State. They're a good, well-rounded team. They can score in bunches, they can shoot the 3-ball, and most of the time it goes in. If you don't think they can make a run, don't forget that just last year, they were a 5 seed in the tournament and were a favorite to make the Sweet 16 before losing to Cinderella VCU. So they can make some noise, and I think they will. Do you have any potential Cinderella teams going far in the tournament?
I don't have what I can call a Cinderella team per se, but I do think a very underrated 3rd-seeded Marquette could knock off top seeds Miami and potentially Indiana in the East region to make a run into the Final Four in Atlanta. After I picked Marquette defeating the number 1 seeded Indiana in the Elite 8, I have them advancing to defeat Kansas in the Final Four opening game. Where I believe they will end their successful run in this tournament will be in the national championship game. where I expect Louisville to cut down the Nets as champions. So now that we know that, what team should be on upset alert?
One team that I feel like could be upset is Kansas. They have lost some games this season that they should not have, like those lost to TCU and Oklahoma. I just think that KU is vulnerable to an upset if a team like UNC or maybe Michigan down the road can beat them on the boards and score efficiently and lock down Ben McLemore.
There you have it. It's official. Dom says so. I'm Greg Praver for Dominic Falco. This was your Sports Talk this week.
Thanks, guys. That was a really nice chat. Like, a really nice chat. Taking a closer look into our school, here's Natalie.
One of the best places to find out about major UT events would be our campus newspaper, The Minaret. So here are this week's top UT stories. As you may have already noticed, UT is no longer offering cross-listed classes. A cross-listed class is taught in one department, but can count for other requirements as well. The change now lists all classes under the department responsible for teaching them. If you're curious as to what this could mean for you, set up a time to meet with your advisor. You know that required ITM class that you have to take? Well, kiss it goodbye because it's ending starting next fall. That's right, the ITM class is officially going to be turned into a Gateways class. This change will help new students transition into university life. A new student government policy has also gained a lot of attention. The bill requires that the candidates for president and vice president have had past officer status in student government. This controversial bill will lock out other UT students who want to run, though.
Well, guys, that's all the time we have for this week. I'm Adam Gomes.
And I'm Natalie Hicks.
Now put your hands together for the musical stylings of Damara and the Harp.